Hey guys, thought I would just go through what sold this week. These are everything over $20. There's a few over $100, a couple over $100 anyways. These are everything that sold in the last week over $20. I have a lot of sales that are $2, $3, $5, all that kind of stuff, but most people don't want to hear those. So if you like this kind of videos where you're learning stuff that you can try to find, hit like or subscribe if you want to see more. Anyways, first thing that sold, this is a good one, $106, a antique owl andiron. Wish I would have found two of these together. That would have been really good, but just this one sold for really good money, so that was fun to find. I think I found that like 3 days ago. Everything looking okay. Yeah. Next is a Titleist golf balls. It's over $24. So it's one of those things. It's like a 4-pack or something like that. And then next is a Nikon lens lot. I found these yesterday or the day before. A lot of times I don't know anything about these things, so I just put them up for parts repair. I think I bought like 5 other things for everything for $5, so I spent $1 on these. They sold for 20. And then this one, I've had this for a little while. It was just something I bought because it was fun to look at. I like all these little, well, these ones aren't that little. This is the 1/24th scale, but anyways, the monster trucks are pretty fun. This one sold for 30. And then next is a pair of Demonia boots. Demonia. I've sold a couple of these. These ones are sort of plain, but if you find the really extravagant ones, they can be worth a lot of money. These are just in good shape, pair of boots in good shape. Picked them up $30. They sold for 30, or picked them up for, $2, $3 or whatever. They don't weigh that much, but they sold for 35. This next one I found just a couple days ago. Listed it, went to bed. Sold overnight for $75. Filson vest. This next one is vintage t-shirt. I don't know the name, something. Sold for $25. It's been in my store for a long time, probably over a year. Finally sold for $25. And then this one I found just a little while ago. Just a little banner. It's probably, the surface is probably smaller than it's about the size of half a cereal box, it seems to me. Sold for $25. $30. Found these next two VHS a couple days ago. A couple people were standing around complaining they never find anything right next to a bin that had these in it. I picked them up. I looked at them. They're in really good shape. One sold for $75. It's the pilot season, and then some movie that came after the series, I guess, maybe, sold for $60. This next one is a strawberry shortcake cassette player. Just this cute little collectible. Sold for $40. It's pretty good. Paying electric, I probably paid like less than $2 for this thing. So $2 into 40 is really good. And then this has been sitting around for a long time, but it's just a cool little store display. It used to sit on the corner counter at a hardware store, probably. I found 2 of these. They were both examples of how to glue all this stuff together using this epoxy, this brand anyways, and it sold for $25, which is pretty good because it's not heavy or anything. I probably paid a couple bucks for it. And then this is a Yoda golf head cover, sold for $40. Really good. Probably paid $1 for it. Weighs next to nothing. This next one's really good. I think I found this maybe not even a week ago. Again, it sold really fast. It's a vintage Zelda hoodie, sold for $100. I think the last sale when I comped this was like $155. I think I listed mine for $125 and took an offer for $100, something like that. And then this is a vintage Hot Wheel. Got this from a buddy. Probably did like a toy buyout, and this is one of the things in the bottom of the bin rattling around. Sold it for $43. Had a lot of fun sales out of that already. Actually got my money back out of the sale. Got a bunch of vintage G.I. Joes to add to the collection. But anyways, this was a good sale. This next one I found just, I don't know, less than a week ago, maybe a week ago. A Bridge School. I guess it's a school for music school or something like that. It does concerts once in a while. And then this is a hat from one of the concerts. Pretty good money for a snapback hat, $40. And then this next one is a No Fear snapback hat again. These things are so cheap that even $23 is good money. And then last is a smoke detector. New in package, $20. It's pretty much easy money for these guys. And almost any time you see one, it's a good, easy $20. Again, they're electric. They cost next to nothing. So, what, $1, not even into $20 is good. Alright, there's what I sold. A lot of other stuff sold, but they were all DVDs and CDs. They make a couple bucks off each one. But anyways, if you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.